good morning once again, gentleman Jim McFarland, the tailor.
Good morning, Victoria Baylor, professional dressmaker.
You are.
I am indeed. I have been working my patookus
She
off.
sure has.
Good
Tell me what
Lord.
you've been doing in the meantime.
Well, I guess I'm kind of keeping it a little bit of a secret.
Keep it a secret.
I'm blogging about it though. So
All
for my
right,
blog
then.
followers, follow me. My next post will kind of reveal
All
what I've
right,
been up
then.
to. But I have been sewing like a mad woman.
You know I have too.
Goodness. I'm
A
trying.
madman.
I'm trying to log hours like this guy right here. Trying to get to be a professional.
Well, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, we like to consider this our housekeeping episode. We are, I think, about 6 or 7 episodes in, which is great from like the main episodes, and then to add the mini webisodes to that, we have it over, I think, 15 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that's kind of a bit of a milestone for us. So we're kind of happy about that. So it would make sense to kind of do a little bit of housekeeping.
Yes, ma'am.
Just to make sure everybody's up to speed on everything that's going on. They're staying connected to us and all the things we have going on.
Oh,
Which would be some great things.
I'm telling you.
So we are actually going to start off this show, though, with something we always love to do, which is giveaways,
Give
right?
something away.
That's right. I mean, we live to give.
I
That's what we're
like
all
that,
about.
Dev. I do.
Live to give. So if you watched last week's show, which was our Halloween costume edition, Mr. Jim and I dressed up. So we look normal today, right, Mr. Jim?
I hope so.
That's right. He's in his normal regal Tailor attire.
Oh, I like that.
And I'm feeling a little bit laid back in my sleeveless attire. May I mention that it's November?
It's November.
And it's
hot.
hot.
Down here in the lovely port city of Savannah, Georgia.
It will be 82 degrees here. So I haven't done any fall sewing.
Yeah,
so I can catch up now, which is great. Okay, anyway, so to our giveaway, for those people that guessed who we were correctly, Mr. Jim revealed who we were in our costume.
I was. Who's the beat man again?
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Mr. Jim went as a rapper, and then I was a flight attendant. So most of you chimed in, got it perfectly correct. So we are going to give away to 3 lucky winners Mr. Jim's tailored coat course. Now tell us again about that course, Mr.
Well,
Jim.
that's a coat course of the way I prepare, the way I sew a coat down, the way I finish a coat. Now, that is what I call industry standard. These are the things in that course that everybody used to do. They don't do it anymore. They just make a coat. I show the way, and I'm going to actually have to say that the correct way of making it, because this is the way I was taught over 50 years ago. This is the way the great masters taught me how to make a coat, and I teach the same way that they taught me way back when. Now this is the preparation of a coat, the things that go in it, how it's finished, how it's turned, how to make the pockets, how to set the collar on, the way it used to be done. Now, I never discount the way they do things now. That's their business. But I teach the best way, the easiest way to do these coats. Like I tell people all the time, I can make a coat in roughly 4 hours. You really should be able to make one also. That all evolves around my principles: sewing straight, setting in zippers, making pockets. So that's part of the course that is really, really helpful. And I've gotten a lot of emails from people saying how helpful that course has been to them.
Absolutely. And his methods, I've watched him do it, so I can attest 3 to 4 hours. Efficient, time-saving techniques. So with that being said, we are giving away 3 of those online courses today. So that's a really great thing.
Who won those courses?
We have Miss Retha Jackson. You are a winner. KJ 2007. You know who you are, so I'll be emailing you. And Aquanetta Ferdinand. Please forgive me if I botched your name up a little bit. You 3 are winners of Mr. Jim's tailored coat course. Congratulations, we're excited for you, and I will be dropping you an email with the link to that course today, so check that out. Okay, so moving on, we also are hosting a sewing machine giveaway. So people might recall that we talked about that, I think, in September. Well, we discovered we had a little bit of a snafu, Mr. Jim.
What happened?
Well, we discovered Facebook is probably not the best means to host a giveaway. We actually ended up losing people. It was hard to kind of contact people directly, especially if you're not linked as a friend. When you create like pages, it's kind of a whole different ballgame. Not to spare you the details, either way, we're going to rehash that again.
Yeah.
And do it right this time so that everybody can participate. It's easy and no one gets lost because we want everybody to have
we did
fair.
lose some people.
That's
there,
right.
so.
That's right. So we want them to have fair share. And that will be our Thanksgiving giveaway. So 'tis the season to be thankful. We're thankful for you as viewers. So we want to give that away.
Yeah.
So more to come on that. So we have some also we have some upcoming exciting events to look forward.
I'm excited.
Yes. So we will have here in our studio the wonderful Merlene from Project Runway, the contestant.
How about that? I met her when she had just finished graduating from SCAD. Charming woman, this, that, and the other.
That's right.
And to see her evolve now into where she is a blessing. We've known her for these years, and for her to have advanced on the show,
Oh, wow, yeah.
show her creativity, and I've seen it personally. It's a real honor for me to see this young lady enfold into the world of sewing like so many of you guys either are doing or want to do, are inspired. These are the type of people, and listen to me, these are the type of people that are just like you and I.
That's right.
They, God created us all equally, and He gave us all talent. And
That's
if
right.
you don't express your talent, shame on you.
That's right. There's no one to blame. And I've known her for a little bit too, not as long as Mr. Jim, and her and I have gone out before she became famous. We've gone out to coffee and talked. Love her spirit.
Yeah.
Anyhow, she's agreed to do a show with us, so we will lock in that date pretty soon, and you will be seeing her right here in the studio with us. Also, we have some fun shows coming up. 'Tis the season for holiday parties, right, Mr.
Holiday
Jim?
party.
That's right. That means fancy dresses and fancy tuxes, ties, bow ties, suits, all of that. We will be here to show people how to glam it up, glitz it up, and look great for the holidays. So that would be an upcoming show.
That sure would be.
That's right. So that'd be really, really great. Okay, so on to next year. Let's talk a little bit about that. We have.
That is almost around the corner.
Does anybody remember when this year started? I remember. Like, we're in November. I don't
Yeah,
even know
yeah.
what happened to this year.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, I can't even go there. I get emotional. We're here, and we're just 2 months stepping over the threshold
right.
of 2016, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So we are going to plan our calendars, which is what we're working on now, to provide you guys with more means to interact with us, learn from us, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So for next year, be on the lookout for, we'll have meet and greet, right, Mr.
Meet
Jim?
and greet.
That's right. Those are fun.
Yeah, it is. It's gives you guys a chance. They're like anything else. We get a lot of emails from people. Oh, I wish I could be there. Wish I could meet you personally. Excuse me. I've been blessed to go out into the community. I run into people everywhere, and they say, "Oh, I've been following you. I want to take a picture with you." Now, do me a favor. If you see me out of dress, I don't want no picture like that. But I'll take it though, because I have, But those are the type of things, and I'm realizing now that this show is showing people, which we're human like everybody else.
Oh, that we are. Yeah. And if it helps you to realize, I love it, I think you've said it before, we're just people using our talents. And if you practice, put in the skill, you become good. And I think that's really good. I know you're an ambassador for that message, and I am as well. So we're here just to be your cheerleaders. We've got our pom-poms out for you guys.
Right.
So we'll also have a few 3-day sewing workshops for next year.
Oh, yes.
Those have been successful.
Let me tell you guys something about that. I've been truly, truly blessed. We hosted some a couple of years ago.
That's right.
And at that particular time, I wasn't really using social media as it is, and I didn't realize how many people have been searching for what I have to teach. And as I found out, you guys come from all over. I had a lady come from Indiana, Tennessee,
Florida
Kentucky,
people.
Mississippi, and I didn't realize how thirsty you guys were for these hands-on workshops. Now, it's not like my regular teaching that I do here in my school where I see these people every week or every other week or something like that, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. But I found out that in the 3 days that I have given to you guys, I have found it. You guys have come to me not knowing how to make these garments and have left with a garment. Now, these workshops are not for total beginners, but they're for people just like you guys who need to advance in this category or that category. And you'd be surprised at how fast you can learn in 3 days with the all-day session with me. So stay tuned for the scheduling. I'm going to go over basically all the scheduling. I've been blessed to have some of you guys who I met out in California are now students of mine, but they live in a close proximity. So they're here, and all of a sudden, all I hear is, wow, I didn't understand. The hands-on has done so much for me.
That's right.
Opposed to just watching it on YouTube or one of the videos or anywhere else.
That's true.
But I have taken people, and I'm real proud of my methods that I told you guys were taught to me by the great masters. I'm real proud of the methods that I use and have watched people in the course of 2 or 3 lessons be able to master, and I'm talking about master what they were fumbling around with because they weren't sure in these 3-day workshops. And I found out you guys will come. Now, we have a beautiful studio here. It's not
That's
a little
right.
hole in the wall place.
It's spacious.
So we're going to limit how many people we have per session for one reason and one reason alone. I was blessed to do Mimi G's California workshop, but I ran into what I felt was an amazing thing. I had too many people for the workshop, so they really couldn't get the hands-on like I like to give.
That's right, a one-on-one.
So these are going to be limited to anywhere from 10 to 12 people. Now, I'm going to do them on an ongoing basis, so if you miss out on this one, look at the dates, and I'm going to post enough dates to where you guys can plug them in. But you see, with 10 or 12 people, I could do hands-on with all of you guys.
That's right.
And you will understand what I'm talking about, because through the posting that I've done, you've seen my students that come in here not knowing anything about it and leave with the garment within 3 days. Now, they have recently sent me pictures of their continuous success in these areas. So that's what the workshops are going to be about. Stay tuned.
That's right. Because
Posting is coming.
once you get it, you've got it.
You got it.
And then
You got
after
it.
3 days of an investment, and then you've got it.
You can also
That's
in
right.
these workshops, I'm going to do a beginner workshop, which I'd really like to stretch into about 4 days. Now, this beginner workshop, you'd be surprised also, because my normal class run is anywhere from 12 to 15 weeks. So how that's broken down is I usually like to get a person 2 times a week, minimum of 2 hours a day, 2-3 hours a day. So that can equate to about 6 hours, you could say, but it stretches for 12 weeks. Now, in this beginner workshop, understand this, you're going to get the same amount of time, but consolidated into that shorter period of time.
So come ready to work and
Come ready,
really
you come ready
learn
to work.
some stuff.
You really will, because I have had people come. I had a young man come to me summer before last, all the way from Atlanta. He came 2 days a week. And when he left here after an 8-week session, now yes, it was an 8-week session, he became a tailor, not just a person who sews. He is so proficient in sewing, but he spent the time, he was persistent in his learning, he was dedicated to this, that. So if you take the time spread and consolidate it in, I guarantee you, you understand what I say? I will guarantee you that when you leave a session like that, you will be up on your sewing game. So look for that too.
That's right. And let me just say to piggyback off of you, I think there's a misconception when it comes to learning sometimes with people. The whole point of studying with someone that's a master is that it helps skip a lot of the steps that you don't have to stumble through yourself. You learn the direct way of doing something. That's why I think mentorship is like the best thing. I've become a better sewer being with someone who sews impeccably. That's the whole part of that workshop. You know, you can go to a lot of different sewing courses, but when you connect with a master, it makes all the difference. Trust me. So we want to offer that to you because we know, we didn't mean to talk so long about it, but we know a lot of you have inquired about that, so we want to let you know that kind of stuff is coming.
Yeah.
So it's great. Also, we're going to ramp up our online webinars. I have a few to do myself, which would be kind of cool. I'll be adding to what Mr. Jim's got, but we'll be doing some neat topics on that. With holiday sewing, we can do a little bit of talking about embellishments and things of that nature. So there's a lot of great courses to be out there. You can enjoy from the luxury of your own living room in your house coat. We don't even have to see you. You can just relax and take in all that you want to take in until you come for a workshop. You know, then if you want to come in your house coat, then that's totally up to you. Okay, so just to wrap this thing up, we also want to let you know that we are here for you if they have general questions.
Oh, absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Please email. Now we know most of you figured out Mr. Jim's phone number because he
But
just
you know
leaves it out
something?
there.
That's
You just
okay.
call him.
That's okay. 'Cause you'd be surprised. All over the country, they call me.
They call him.
They call me with questions on sewing. Where do I do this? How do I do that? And they call all the time because in different time zones. You know, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm on Eastern Standard Time. And they call from the West Coast. They call from the Mountain Time. They call from all over. But guess what? So what? You know, I've been here for you guys all my life, and I'm not running from you guys. Now, let me tell you something. Don't just call your time.
That's
'Cause
right.
it might
Be mindful.
early in the morning. Eastern Standard Time, I'm on.
That's right. So be mindful of that. And in addition to that, of course, always feel free to drop a message, which is, always the best thing to do sometimes, because you can always get directly to someone. So I'll put our email address on the page. So definitely do that. Access that. No questions dumb. Please just email us if you want to know. We love those, and we like to include those on future shows.
Right,
So please email us. And then the last thing is to stay abreast of all of our upcoming events. Please sign up for our newsletter. And the way to do that is to go to Mr. Jim's Gumroad page. Now that's also the page that has all of his courses. So you can go there and kind of browse. Christmas is coming. You might want to go ahead and put a little shopping list together. That's great. You never know what Santa will bring you. But in addition, you'll see a box at the top of his page that says where to sign up. If you sign up, we'll have your email address, and then we can send out our newsletter, and you can see what's going on. So it's just really good way to stay connected. So with that being said, I think that kind of concludes our housekeeping. Congratulations to all of our winners. Thanks for playing. And we look forward to hanging out with you guys for future shows. Right, Mr. Jim?
Stay tuned.
That's right. A lot of great stuff coming up.
The gentleman, the tailor.
That's right. And Victoria Baylor, your professional dressmaker. We consider it a pleasure to hang out with you guys. See you next week.
See you.
Bye.
Bye now.